EZOVERDOSE here, and welcome to my Thorim solo guide. This video is going to be two sections. The first section is going to be a basic overview of the fight and basic directions on what to do, and the second section is going to cover the fine details and what can go wrong if you don't do everything perfect. So you run in and aggro the mobs and kind of AoE him down while keeping the captain alive. He has the most health, so that's pretty easy to do. Get him over by the lever and spam click the lever as he dies. I also have a stopwatch out, and I started the stopwatch as soon as I started clicking the lever, and this is for a reference point later on. So then I run down the hall using a dark water potion to give me a 70% sprint. I'm also in Unholy Presence, and I tag the golem with taunt and not a dot. I also drop death and decay on the ads, but I don't purposely try to kill them. So then you run back into the arena and you're going to wait. It's a good idea to untarget the mob just so you don't accidentally auto attack him and kill him. And then you want to drop an AoE on the ground right there, and it needs to be right there. And then run back into the hallway, and if you started your stopwatch right as you click the lever, the gate will close at 58 to 59 seconds, and that's when the ads in the arena will respawn on top of your AoE as well. So then run back down the hall and kill the acolytes. You can kill those, and you can basically kill everything except the captain. Keep the captain alive until the very top. So just run up the stairs, kill stuff. Here I'm killing the second golem, iron golem guy. I'm avoiding damage on the captain guy. I think he's got 500,000 health, so he can take quite a few accidental hits, but you don't want to accidentally dot him up and kill him. So then I run up to this point and I stop at the middle of the second circle and start killing the captain guy. I believe the aggro range for Thorim is right here, basically on that second tile. So if you pass that point, you'll aggro him and it'll bug the fight out. So you're going to wait until he can become attackable. As soon as you can attack him, you run in and tag him, and then jump down into the arena. And if you've managed to do all that properly, then that's all of the complication of the fight. You can basically just stand there and tank and spank the guy after this.
I yield. You, fiend! You are not my beloved! Begone! Behold the hand behind all the evil that has befallen Ulduar, left my kingdom in ruins, corrupted my brother, and slain my wife. And now it falls to you, champions, to avenge us all. The task before you is great, but I will lend you my aid as I am able. You must prevail.
Alright, now let's talk about the fine details and how something so small on this fight can make everything go so wrong so quick. So let's say you run down the hall and you tag the golem with a dot, and the golem dies before he's supposed to, and that threshold would be before the gates reclose, because at that point is where the fight resets. So the gates are closed behind you, you killed the golem too early, the golem respawns, but the golem, you can't actually hit the golem until you flip the lever, but now you can't get back out to flip the lever. So if this happens to you, you're screwed, and you're going to be hearthing out to try it again. So this is what happens if you don't have enough speed boost to get down there and tag the golem and then get back. This lightning orb thing comes down the hall and just kills everything in sight. And there's no mitigating it. If it touches you, it'll kill you, and it won't even say it hits you. It'll just kill you. So that's why I use the dark water potion, and then I also use the Worgen racial ability to sprint. Alright, let's say that you're a little early on your AoE, and the AoE doesn't tag the ads that respawn in the arena after the fight resets. This is what's going to happen. You're basically going to run through here as if everything was okay, but when you get to Thorim will never have the dialogue back and forth with Sarah, I think it is, and that's basically what makes Thorim attackable. So you'll get to that point, and then he'll jump down as if he's going to get in combat with you, but you can never attack him. He's just unattackable, kind of the same way as the golem was, and then the fight will reset. Alright, when I said to drop your AoE right there, like, you have to be pretty precise about dropping it right there, and this is the reason. Because this acolyte is not like tied in with the aggro with the rest of the group, but the rest of the group is tied in with the acolyte. So all you really need to do is tag the acolyte. Now I could be wrong about that, but I don't think I am, because you can see there the acolyte is standing there alone, and of my many wipes on this, I realized that I needed to just drop the death and decay where the acolyte was standing, and it was irrelevant that the AoE tagged any of the other mobs. Basically, you tag the acolyte, all come running. You can tag all of the other ones, but the acolyte won't move. The acolyte's unaffected. And if the acolyte isn't killed, basically if you don't kill all of those arena ads from the initial pull, then the fight will never go into the second phase. He will never do the dialogue to push him into the next phase, to be able to attack him, to make him jump down. Another thing that happened to me, I don't know if it was just bad RNG, but I ran down this hall and I didn't tag any mobs at all. I just ignored them. I just let him aggro and then just ran off. And you'll notice that when I get out to the arena, the gate shuts way sooner than it should, which makes it so you can't, run back through. You can't drop your AoE right before the ads reset and then run back through the gate to be on the other side of it. So that basically screws you. And then just the opposite of doing that, I ran down this hall and then tagged the golem with taunt, dropped the death and decay, and then I blood boiled a couple times, and I killed all the ads but one, and this happened. The gate also shut way too early, even earlier than it did not touching them. So that's why I said to just tag the ads but don't kill them, because it seemed like just tagging them, doing a little bit of damage to them, it was consistent. Like the door would always, or the gate would always shut at the same time every time, and it wasn't like random shit happening. Alright, so if all that's not enough, you can actually mess this up right at the very end. So let's say you're at the very end and you're waiting for Thorim to become active to tag him. If you are too slow on tagging him and jumping down, he'll go ahead and cast that orb thing, that lightning orb, that one-shots you, and you will be in direct path of it, and you're dead. Well, that's all I got. Hope you find it useful. I know it is a better video than some of the ones that I watched, where they're trying to describe everything I just did through annotation links. I mean, come on. I mean, it's a nightmare. So, should be able to get some clean kills under your belt with this video, and now you can move on to Yogg-Saron. If you didn't know, you can do all of this on 10-man, and then right before you do Yogg-Saron, you run out and switch it to 25-man, and then you can do Yogg-Saron. You can do Yogg-0 solo, or attempt it at least. And if you didn't know, Yogg-0 25-man drops a mount. It drops that, it's Mimiron's head. It's like a gold head, and the sound effect is like really annoying and squeaking all the time. But still a cool mount. So, you want to get this place on farm, yes, Thorim's going to be a roadblock, and then you're going to have to conquer Yogg. So, good luck on both those, and thanks for watching.
I am the lucid dream, the monster in your nightmares,
the fiend of 1,000 faces. Cower before my true form! Bow down before the god of death! This miserable little seedling! Ului Bisarak!